Let's talk about StoryBase.com. This is my StoryBase review. This is a search engine marketing tool that I had recently signed up for. It did look interesting to me. I wanted to see if StoryBase could be a useful tool for me, both to organically promote and make more YouTube search engine friendly, my YouTube videos, as well as my website. And when I talk about those YouTube videos and the website, I am talking about Silly Reviews and SillyReviews.com. What we're going to do in this review, I've learned how to use the tool. I've learned how to use StoryBase. I will show you a real world application for it based on this video here that I've yet to publish. I made a funny video about how to get free coffee, and that link is in the description. I know people search for this, especially in the winter time, which it is right now. I would like people to search for how to get free coffee and find my video. I want them to find my how to get free coffee video on YouTube and on my website. I want every possible search there is. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about StoryBase. I did some research on archive.org. I went to the Wayback Machine. Now, even though you can see based on archives records, StoryBase.com was registered in 2002, but that iteration of the domain name website had nothing to do with what we're talking about today, which is StoryBase, which is an SEO tool, a premium SEO tool. You'll have to go forward until 2016, and if you see here, sometime around February of 2016, the StoryBase that I'm reviewing went live. I thought that was just an interesting bit of information. It kind of lets you know how long this has been around, and that will give you some insight on if this is here to stay, if it's successful, if it's something you might want to invest your money in. So speaking of your investment, let's take a look at pricing for StoryBase. And they do run specials sometimes. There are coupon codes out there. I know they did, I believe, a Cyber Monday or a Black Friday sale. Always look for your coupon codes. If you check the link above or the link in the description, you will see that I have a link for you that should save you some money. If you bill monthly for a StoryBase subscription, you're gonna pay about $50 a month. That plan is the personal plan, and it's supposed to be good for solo users. I would agree with that. That is the plan that I signed up for. You can go to a premium plan for StoryBase. It allows more people to log in, have their own account, have their own searches, lists, things like that. You get more lists, more results per search. The thing about the more results per search now, in 2019 going into 2020, when you are trying to target search words, search keywords, it's almost impossible to rank for anything like car, mattress, things like that. You need long tail keyword searches, and you need to find out what exactly those searches are, which is the main use for StoryBase. It's going to bring to light to you some recommendations. Let's say you have a client or your own business and you're trying to sell cat beds, okay? You probably will find it difficult to rank anywhere organically for cat beds in a Google search, but StoryBase is going to give you an idea of what people are searching for who are looking for cat beds, but they're not typing in the overpowered keyword search term of cat beds. And that's the thing. And you may think, if you spend the time thinking about it, you can come up with these long tail search terms by yourself. But a tool like this will really show you all the possibilities that are out there for you to get traffic, for you to make a sale, or for you to increase sales for your client who you're doing search engine optimization for. That client that you're writing content for, that you're changing their tags, their keywords, their titles, the URL. So I'm not sure when you move up to the premium that 1,000 results per search is really necessary unless you are in such a competitive market, or your client is in such a competitive market, that you have to really scrape and hope to get some of the traffic from seemingly unrelated searches, or possibly typos, or even long tail search terms that are 5, 6, 7 words long. I was happy for myself with the personal account, and that's what we're going to take a look at right now. A quick summary on the front page of StoryBase, their landing page. their attempt to get you to sign up. It says, start growing your organic traffic today. Stop guessing what your target audience is searching for. Analyze and optimize content for growth and measure search performance. There is a free trial. You can do a 2-week free trial, unrestricted. You do need to enter your credit card on there. And at the end of this video, I will talk to you about how easy it is to cancel your StoryBase subscription. That will be interesting as well, because that experience was quite unique. So let's just go into it. Again, I am trying to get ideas for the title, description, tags, hashtags for my how to get free coffee video, okay? So let's just dive right into that. Here is your control panel. Let's switch this over right here. This is going to be what things look like when you're logged in. Initially, you're going to be on Explore, Overview, enter a topic to get content ideas. I need ideas. I need to find out what exactly are people searching for when they're trying to get free coffee, because I want them to find my video. I want them to find my page on my website that the video will be on. I want that delicious coffee traffic. So instead of putting how to get free coffee, I'm just going to enter free coffee. And if this tool is worth anything, it should be able to give me some good recommendations off of free coffee. So let's find out, and we're going to select our country. I'm targeting my home country, the United States. We're going to hit search, and we're going to see how StoryBase can help us. In my experience, when you are exploring for your keyword, your search term, getting your ideas on here, 10 seconds is usually how long each and every one of the searches took to get results. And you can see we have our results. Now, while things are jump cut in this video, that did take 10 seconds. There is a plethora of information that StoryBase will provide to you. Age, demographics, gender, but that's not what we're looking for. I need ideas, because what I do is I take all the somewhat popular but less competitive search terms, I make all those tags, then I write my article or my description around those tags in the most natural way possible. And usually I get good results when I follow that plan. So StoryBase should help me follow that plan. So if we look at phrases, it's going to show them in descending order based on wherever they're getting their information from on searches, what's the most popular. Now with free coffee in what I would consider a long tail search, Dunkin' Donuts free coffee is the most popular. You typically want to avoid those, move on down the list to something that you could be a little more competitive with. But these searches can be implemented in the content, whether it's my YouTube description or if I feel like it's a better fit into the write-up that I make on the website. And those two complement each other. Typically, I get more activity on YouTube, so the YouTube outbound link to my website article of the same featuring the video, typically it gives me more results. That's what's gonna feed the website, not the reverse. So if we move down here, free coffee, still a little bit too strong for me, but again, I won't put that in the title, but maybe I'll add some of that in a very naturally written description or in the content on the website. So if we hit view all, this will give us the opportunity to move on down the list and target searches that we actually have a chance on. So we have 4,137 phrases as options. What I'll typically do is try to figure out what's somewhat relevant and what I have a chance on competing with to get these searches to land on my page or my YouTube. So that's a useful tool. Now let's go to questions. I am someone who favors the questions. I feel like that traffic is someone who is looking for an answer. And hopefully I also find someone who's looking for an answer when I'm using an affiliate link, that my affiliate link gives them the answer. They use that affiliate link and I can get a commission. So people ask, is coffee gluten-free? That one may be a little bit difficult to fit into a video or a page where I'm talking about how to get free coffee. That may not work, but if we go down just a little bit, we can find different questions that are more applicable to the subject of my video, to that content. And for this particular search phrase, in the questions, I really would have to scroll down here to the bottom of the page 1 results. And if we look at the 25th result, now we're looking at a question that I can answer that would seem natural with the content. Where can I get free coffee? I can easily write in an answer to that, include where can I get free coffee, and that would probably work out pretty well. If we go to page 2, let's see if we find more questions that would fit and be more natural in my content that pertains to the video. Does Dunkin' Donuts give free coffee to people over 55? I can easily write that in. I can research it first, find out if they have a senior citizens policy, where maybe I'm just going to assume they don't give free coffee away to people over 55, but maybe they offer a discount. That would be an answer, and I could probably rank very highly for that particular question. So with the questions, just search through them, find the ones that fit, and you should be able to drum up some traffic from those. Another feature is demographics. I'm not targeting a specific demographic with this content. I'm not looking for a certain age or gender, but definitely with some content, this certainly will be important information. I like that. And just for S's and giggles, people looking for free coffee in a search basically is in your adult range, and it's actually more female than male. It's the females who are looking for free coffee. That's very interesting. You'll get some more phrases under there, some search phrases with the demographics. Related is another feature from StoryBase that you could definitely pepper in with your tags, possibly hashtags, depending on what platform you're publishing your content to. And while these don't seem directly related to free coffee, how to get free coffee, these are easy words that you can pepper in to your content. I see a lot of different options here that could just feed in to the funnel that I'm trying to create that finds my content. That's how this part, the explore, the recommendations, the ideas from StoryBase, that's how it works. We're gonna go over one more major feature that StoryBase offers to anyone who's trying to SEO their content, who's trying to search engine optimize their content. And that's gonna be the analyze option. Now with that, I already made an example so we can quickly get to it. I have a video on YouTube that got especially popular, and a lot of it had to do with the SEO, but a lot of it had to do with how timely it was, because Photo Roulette is an app, or some would consider it a game, that rose up the charts quickly in the iOS App Store. And I was able to cash in and monetize the interest of the people who wanted to know what Photo Roulette was. We'll click on that, and I'll show you what the analyze portion of the StoryBase tools is all about. What it will do, it will pull up your text content from your web page. It will give it a search intent score. That number is really important. It is a 0 to 100 number. Now, this page on my website, on sillyreviews.com, you can see the URL is right there. I gave it a solid effort, and it did work, and even the score here kind of represents that. So if you wonder what any of these numbers mean, what these analytics mean to you and your content, hover over the question mark, and you can see the search intent score, which I got a 92 out of 100. The search intent score indicates the coverage of the search history in the text. What they're doing here, I don't know how their algorithm works in particular, but it's trying to show you how relative your content is and how effective it will be to draw in all these different searches that should lead to your page, to your content, that will answer questions and fulfill the needs of the person who's searching. Suggestions, 3. Well, what does that number mean? Words from the search history that are used less than twice in the text. You click on that, safe. This is how people found this content in their search. They were looking for something to do with Photo Roulette. They used the word safe in there. And this tells me I only used it one time in my content, and that's kind of a recommendation to pepper that safe word in there just a few more times. And you can basically figure out what they need, the people who are searching, and what you should be delivering. So people want to know is if Photo Roulette is safe. Dangerous, people are trying to find out if it's dangerous. 2 people so far from StoryBase's records have clicked on it. They included dangerous in their search. I'm only using that word one time in the entire article. So it would probably be a good idea for me to add that a little bit more. And it's also showing this 0. What is Photo Roulette? I'm not sure if that was a typo. That could be. A lot of times I use emoticons to kind of spice up the page and the content. That could be just a dot type emoji or emoticon, meaning 0 clicks times used. I'm not sure why this word is on here. Let's move forward. Clicks, 5. What do clicks mean? What does clicks mean? Words from the search history ordered by clicks. So people who have actually searched and clicked on my link from their search, this is that information. That's going to give us more results. It's going to show us where it is in the content. Photo and roulette, obviously, because it's a photo roulette review show up 11 times, and I really did pepper that in because that's what I was going for. I used it 25, but if you scroll down a little bit in the clicks portion of this information, you want to find a number where you got a lot of clicks and you barely use the word. So safe, again, there's that word safe. I should go back to this content, update it, include the word safe, and try to include that as organically and naturally as I possibly can. Is, now we're not going to worry about that word. Is, I, that, the, not really words that you're going to get a lot of information from. Impressions. This will show information pertaining to my page coming up in the search results for the user, but they didn't click on it. These words are giving me potential. They're not delivering. And then phrases. This could be the most important information here because if it fits, I may want to add these phrases in more than once, depending on the length of the article or the content. It looks like my biggest win is a search for is photo roulette safe, and StoryBase is telling me 240 times it showed up at position 10.3. 10.3 I would assume is right off of the first page in Google. So I'd want to use the information from StoryBase to try to get on that first page, if not move on up to the top 5. And of course, number 1 is always the goal. Photo roulette safe. I'm surprised it doesn't say is photo roulette safe. Well, we can look and see that it does come up down here in a position 10, but I got 1 impression and I got 1 click. It's 100%. So this is the amount of information that StoryBase can give to you when you're trying to search engine optimize, SEO, your content, and get results, get clicks, get views, get eyes, and monetize that content. Whether you're trying to monetize with affiliate links, whether you're trying to sell ad space on your website and you want to show a potential advertiser, look at the activity on my website, look at the views. Or you have a client and you have an SEO company and you want to deliver results for that company so they move you on to other projects, they keep you on for the current project that you're working on. It's a lot of information. Finally, with StoryBase, I'd like to tell you the cancel process on this was easy. I just did a trial so I could learn how it works, then decide if it's a valuable tool for me. Some people it will be, some people it won't be. I actually have bits and pieces of this. I have tools that address these individual features, almost all of them, and I'm comfortable with that. I may come back, revisit StoryBase, and I'm kind of on the fence with it that it would be worth, for me, the $49 plan per month, because everything here is in one place that I spend a good amount of time on different free tools. It depends on your budget. It depends on what you think of StoryBase. The cancellation process was unique. When I wanted to cancel my trial, not only did I get a reminder email from StoryBase that said you have 3 days left in your trial, which reminded me, hey, do I need to cancel it right now? Maybe I'll come back later and join, or is it not for me? I thought that was great. And then when I logged in to StoryBase, the cancellation process was basically a click and it was canceled. It didn't put me through the ringer of, are you sure you want to cancel? We can give you a discount. Please don't cancel. Now you have to call a phone number to cancel. None of that. I can appreciate a business and a website who's that straightforward. That's going to be the end of my review of StoryBase and their SEO tools. Do you have experience with StoryBase? I'd love to hear it in a comment. What do you think about it? Was it worth your money? Do you still use it? Did you stop using it? Leave a comment. Let me know. My name is Ryan for Silly Reviews. Sometimes I make silly reviews. Sometimes I make serious reviews. Please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and hopefully I will see you next time. Ryan here.
Silly Reviews.